Jurassic World Rebirth. Yeah, I'm here to talk about that movie, and to be honest with you guys, I am not the biggest fan of the Jurassic Park franchise, and here's the thing, I enjoyed them in some capacity, particularly the Jurassic World trilogy. I thought those movies were fun, but nothing spectacular, And when I heard that they were making another installment of the Jurassic World, I kept thinking to myself, man, why do they keep making these movies? And the short answer is, well, because the previous movie made $1 billion. That's the only logical reason why. But let's just get back to the review, man. Jurassic World Rebirth is a new Jurassic Park film, Jurassic World film, however you want to call it, that really delves into the mysticism of the island. Well, to be honest, not really. It just tells a story about a group of scientists who are searching for the dinosaurs' blood. For what? I guess cure cancer. I guess that is the reason that they're coming after the dinosaurs' blood in this movie. They need to collect all 3 of the samples. One from the dinosaur from the land, the second one from the sky, and also the third one comes from the waters, the sea. And yet, it is simple. And the movie knows that the plot is simple because after all, you're not here to enjoy the plot, are you? You are here to see the dinosaurs. So, what's going on with the dinosaurs? How do they look? Are they threatening? Well, the short answer is no. In this movie, the dinosaurs are super fucking dumb. And that is really a negative to say, because when I saw the previous trilogy of the Jurassic World movies, at least they're not gory, right? But at least there were some moments of intensity that push you onto the edge of your seat. And there are also some genuinely scary moments too in those previous trilogy. But in this film, I'm afraid that that's long gone because the dinosaurs here are so fucking dumb. There are a lot of situations that the dinosaurs could really grab some of these people, could easily eat them, but they just couldn't. They just really stuck on their territory and they don't do nothing. They're so freaking dumb in this film, and by comparison, there were a lot of smart dinosaurs in the previous movies that could easily hunt you down. And the first act of this film, the dinosaurs don't show a lot, The dinosaurs are very sparse and they rarely show up. There's one encounter at the sea, but that's it for the first act of this film, which was kind of disappointing to me because I wanted to see some dinosaurs action. Other than the main theme, there's also a subplot that involves a family who are just wandering around this island, God knows why. And that really bugs me because from a narrative standpoint, if you, for instance, remove this family subplot, it wouldn't change anything at all. And it really questions the narrative purpose of this movie. Why did this family need to be in the movie at the first place? Why? Because you could easily focus on the main theme and it would have made the movie much more engaging, and it doesn't waste a lot of time on the pacing. Because I'm telling you, the second subplot about the family really wastes a lot of time. And it really drags down the pacing too. The narrative is split between these two, groups, right? But the family, they just wander around, waiting to be encountered, to be eaten by the dinosaurs. And God knows why. I don't know why they included in the movie, but that is what we got. Now, in regards to the performances, all of the actors here did a great job. That being said, I feel like none of these characters are specifically written to be played by the actors in the movie. You could easily replace all the actors in this film and it would not change anything at all, because these characters are too bland and there are nothing specific about them that only some of the actors can nail. So if you recast all of these people, it wouldn't change anything. There's nothing specific about these characters. There's nothing engaging about their character overall. For instance, if you look back into the previous trilogy, there is the main character played by Chris Pratt, right? At least in that character, there is some kind of uniqueness. But that's not the case for the casting of these movies, because the performance in Jurassic World Rebirth are pretty solid, I gotta say. But then again, they are too generic. Anyone could play these characters. Now, talking about the dinosaurs, man, they're so dumb in this movie. There are a lot of instances where they could easily push on the dinosaur action aspect, but they didn't. At least a chase that is tense, that is impactful, that puts you on the edge of your seat. Sadly, this film doesn't include any of that. Yes, the ending climax is pretty cool, but then again, there is no tension-filled moment. There's no moment where you feel like, okay, this character could surprisingly die. You know? When you're watching this movie, there's no moment that you feel hostile for certain characters, because you know, in the chase scene, all of them are going to survive. And they did. The main core, the main characters, they all survived this adventure, and I feel like they could really push into the tension-filled moments even more, because they hardly try in this one. I feel like this is the most tame Jurassic movies that I've seen in a long time, because they don't push for nothing, you know? I'm not saying I wanted gore into the Jurassic Park franchise, but at least give me something tension-filled. Give me something that can genuinely scare me. And the movie doesn't have any of that. There aren't a lot of memorable action sequences or chase sequences. So, tame your expectations for this one. And if you love the Jurassic movies that came before this, yes, you may still enjoy this one, but tame your expectations down. I really wonder though, why did this movie make a lot of money, like $700 million? I mean, yes, that is crazy, but if you look at the movie, narratively speaking, with the characters, with the action even, there are a lot of Jurassic Park movies that are better than this. At least like the Jurassic World, what was it called? Jurassic World Dominion. I feel like Jurassic World Dominion, yes, it relied on the nostalgic elements, but as a movie, that movie was better than this film. Alright, so that being said, I will give Jurassic World Rebirth a 5 out of 10. And if you have seen Jurassic World Rebirth, tell me everything you like, everything you don't like, and what do you think about the designs too of the dinosaurs? Because there are like 4 dinosaurs in this movie, and 3 of them look cool. But the final fight, the final villain in this movie looks dumb as fuck. I mean, like, yeah, it is meant to be a hybrid between dinosaurs and something else, but it just looks so dumb when you compare it to the other dinosaurs that are in this film. And I mean, like, as the final boss, essentially, this boss was super forgettable. So if you have seen Jurassic World Rebirth, drop everything in the comment section down below and see you on the next video.